On this episode, I'm going to show you how to clean and re-oil your performance air filter. After a little bit of research, I decided to go with the K&N Recharger Air Filter Cleaner Kit. It comes with a cleaning solution and an aerosol can of oil. So first we'll start by removing the screws around the perimeter of the lid, and that is a Torx 25.
Now when you pull the lid off, this gasket should pop right off. There's a little bit of a trick to putting this gasket back on when you put the lid on, and I'll show that later.
Ooh, I needed to clean this thing a long time ago. Now you can remove this using a regular screwdriver. I'm gonna go ahead and use an 8mm socket. Let's see if there's enough room to clear it. Yep, there we go. It is in desperate need of cleaning. So you can see all the bugs and everything else. Spring and summertime where I live. So we're gonna go ahead, let's get this thing cleaned out. So first I'll start by rinsing the filter out. I'm gonna rinse it out in this bucket because I'm kind of curious to see exactly how dirty was the filter. Now I'm gonna be spraying with not a lot of force, and I have to spray from the inside out, and I'm just using my garden hose, and I have it on the shower setting. So I'm trying not to get it too immersed in water and wet. The instructions say don't. We wanna just spray it a little bit. Try and get it from the inside out so we can push those bugs and debris out of the filter. Wow, some of those are really in there. And for the next few minutes, I continued to rotate the filter, making sure to tilt it up and down so that I could evenly wash all of the surfaces. Ugh, gross. So, pretty gross. A lot of bugs, a lot of debris. And for this next part, make sure you wear gloves. All right, so I just cleaned it out with some water. We're ready to go ahead and spray on our K&N Filter Cleaner. After coating the entire filter with the cleaner, I let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then I came back and brushed it from the edges to the center. All right, we're back at it. Let's go ahead and rinse from the inside out again so we can get all the cleaner out of the filter. Wow. Wait till you see this bucket. This water is still pretty gross. You can see it's changed colors from red to now like a pale kind of gray. So I think I'm gonna hit it one more time. That is the old oil off of my filter. So as you can see, I let it dry completely and I missed some spots. So looks like I'm gonna do a little bit more cleaning on this before I put it back in. I repeated my previous steps, spraying the filter with cleaner, lightly scrubbing with a soft bristle brush, and rinsing with water. Once done, I let the filter sit for a few more hours to dry. After the second round of cleaning, you can see that the filter turned out really well. Now, let's go ahead and apply the oil. Holding the spray can about 2 inches away from the filter, I made sure to apply evenly. Make sure to get down inside each of the pleats, and as you're spraying, check for any spots where you might have missed. Once you've completed spraying the filter, take a paper towel and wipe off the edges and pat the rest of the filter dry to get rid of the excess oil.
Before installing, let your filter sit for another 10 minutes. The aerosol spray has a thinning agent that needs to evaporate. As you can see in this side-by-side comparison, the filter turned out great. Now, let's put everything back together.
So we take this and we feed it up onto the box. Now it's a little tricky because you got to feed it on and then also put the box down at the same time. There we go. Box is totally seated and we have the gasket running all the way around so we won't hear any rattling. Should seal the air box up pretty nicely.
So the last step is just to put the screws back in the air box and we are all set. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.